everybody, and I know that you had your meeting on Friday, and I've spoken to lots of you since then over the weekend, and I know lots of you have communicated with Sarah Skelton as well, because she and I have been in constant contact throughout the weekend. Now, first of all, I'll sort of give you the headlines, I think. First of all, I will say that I have spoken to Jeff yesterday, and I have pulled out of my support for their Illumi brand. I will not be writing a book, I will not be working with them, because the way that Jeff seems to have presented things on Friday has greatly disappointed me, and I actually feel I can't work with somebody who, in my opinion, has worked in a rather unprofessional manner. So that's the first bit. The second bit is that Caroline and Yvonne have written to Tanfield and also withdrawn their support, and so they will not be working for them either. So I thought I'd say that right at the very beginning so that you hear that. Now, I know that you've had some questions with regard to where do you stand about termination of the agreement, etc., etc. So Mark is going to, he was going to talk to you today, but he's had to go to the hospital. His little boy has not had his MRI scan yet, so is no further forward, which is very disappointing. And so he's actually got a meeting with the management at the hospital, because he and his wife have complained to them for the lack of activity that's happened over the weekend. So that's all in process, and we just hope and pray that little Toby will get better very soon, and there'll be some action very soon. Anyway, Mark will communicate with you tomorrow in writing, but he has given me permission to say to you, in answer to your question regarding if you wanted to go off on your own. Now, the facts of the matter are quite simply this. If you have paid up your accounts, so all your accounts, up to date, up to at the point of you deciding to walk away, if those are all paid and cleared, then you are able to go off and continue to run your classes in your own name, without using the intellectual property, etc., which means like the brand. So you are allowed to do that. Now, there may be some more information, which may be a different alternative, which you might be very interested to hear later in the week. Can't give you that information yet, but in principle, they are the facts. But you do need to have settled Mark's account before you can go and do that. Okay, so that's that bit. And lastly, for now, I was somewhat surprised to hear some of the information that was given to you on Friday, and I think I just want to put that into perspective. Costs of the starter pack were given to you as raw costs, and that's before you take out the costs of actually creating the various products, writing the book, having the book designed, having the material printed and published and stacked and delivered and put on pallets. There's a charge every time a pallet is delivered. It's stored off-site from Corn House, has to be delivered. You've got Corn House running costs, not Corn House, sorry, the Barrow warehouse, of course, the Barrow warehouse costs, the staff at the Barrow warehouse handling it, storing it, fetching it, collecting it, etc. There is so much other activity and costs associated with it that are not taken into account in the figures that were given, and so it was utterly misleading. And of course, if you were to operate an organisation out of a small office, perhaps the size of this studio, the cost would be dramatically less than they would be in Corn House. And again, I was disappointed that many of the facts that were given out were inaccurate. So anyway, let's move on from that. The most important thing for you to know is those facts that I said earlier on in this little message, and Mark will communicate with you in an email tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, to confirm what I've said, and there will be more information later in the week, and I'm hoping that we might be able to meet up again towards the end of the week. So let's wait and see about that one. But that's it for now, and I hope that gives you a little bit of food for thought as to how you go forward. I hope you have great classes this week, and let's look forward to